tractor and truck pull. Oh, fans, this is going to be close here. Ryan Anderson and the Checking Out International 1256.
Are you ready for the greatest motorsport on Earth? Introducing Full Pull Live, your front row seat to all the action. With exclusive trackside commentary, line driver interviews, and heart-pounding footage of all the raw horsepower action. An all-new stream like no other, available anywhere and everywhere you are. We are so confident we're giving you a taste of the action for free. This May 31st, watch the first session of the Galant Mule City 300 in Benson, North Carolina without paying a penny. Then sign up for the $39.99 a month and buckle in for one heck of a season. Full Pull Live, the greatest motorsport on Earth, streams here.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I am with Josh Peak, the general manager of Galant Motorsports Park in Benson, North Carolina, the home of the Mule City 300. Next Friday and Saturday, kicking off the NTPA Grand National season and the official launch of the brand new Full Pull Live streaming service, taking truck and tractor pulling to the next level. Josh, thanks for joining me tonight. How are things going? We're 10 days away. Are you excited?
I'm super excited, Jason. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
As most of our viewers probably know, for Galant Motorsports Park, that is, know that I come from a pretty long background of drag racing. So I'm very green. I'm the rookie, the new guy when it comes to tractor pulling. But I'm really excited about the event coming up. We're working really hard to have the place looking better than it ever has.
I saw a bunch of comments earlier when we posted that we were doing this tonight. There was a bunch of small tire questions. I'm like, we do have mini rods, so you and I need to sit down and have a little bit of fun with that. Compare like drag racing classes to the truck and tractor pulling classes, and have
well,
fun.
I made the comment on there. That's a buddy of mine that actually works here, and we're both fans of the small tire drag racing industry, and I made the comment on there about a 28 275 BF Goodwrench class maybe for the tractor pull.
Yep. Yeah, we got a lot of people watching on the Galant Motorsports Park page right now. So obviously you guys have one truck and tractor pull a year, and the rest of the time it's drag racing, right?
Yeah, we actually have another event that we've added to the end of the year, a diesel tractor pull event coming up at the end of the year in October. It's on our schedule that we posted earlier today. So having two events throughout the year, but yeah, I'm super excited. But yes, we do a lot obviously in the drag racing.
So I know that you took over last fall as general manager, and this will be your first time running the track when the tractor, when the Mule City 300 comes to town. But do you know, do the drag racing fans come to the truck and tractor pull, or does this bring in a whole new fan base?
I think it's some of both. The making the post that we've made over the past couple weeks about the tractor pull, I see a lot of our regular drag racing racers and fans commenting about coming as well.
Yeah. I mean, the light modifieds are there, so you're going to see multi-engine modified tractors, which I think from the drag racing world, you can do a lot with one engine, right? Or one motor. I really feel like when people see multiples, they get pretty excited. And then the diesel always seems to get a lot of people going, Josh. And then at PRI, a lot of people come to my tractor and they just touch the tires because they're just used to being so smooth. And there's actually tread on these tires. So Those are
Sure.
some of the differences I see with a drag racing fan, if you will, or more of a truck and tractor pulling fan. So
Yeah. It's kind of neat because the last facility that I was manager of, North Florida Motorplex, we actually had the MRA. We had the ability to have an MRA national event down there, which obviously is a good bit different from the tractor pulling, but from the dirt standpoint, it brings a very different excitement to the facility for sure.
absolutely. Yeah, we got a comment here from Sean Beeland, I think. He says, I'll be there Thursday for the small tire race and next weekend for the tractor pull fan of both. So that's cool. What do you got coming up? Do you have a race this Thursday, you said?
Yeah, we have our test and tune night. We normally have test and tune on Thursday nights, but I added a 28 small tire shootout to the Thursday night thing this week. And we've actually had some sponsors jump on board. Big, huge shout out to those guys that threw some money on top of the purse to kind of add a little bit of excitement to Thursday night.
Awesome. Well, we're excited. We're coming out with the whole launch, the new full pull live. This is our first official stream. We did the Mac Trailer Winter Nationals, but this will be the first of the NTPA events that we do for the Grand National season. So we're excited for that. I know we had a meeting this morning and talking through some logistics and different things like that. But we're going to do a lot of promotion for your event for the fans. Obviously, if somebody can go to a pull, Josh, they're going to go to the pull. But if they can't be there, they're too far away. That's where the live stream really comes in. Now, from your drag racing world, was there a lot of live streaming, or what did you guys see in the drag racing world?
Live streaming and drag racing has become very popular. We had the Spring Fling here not too long ago. Peter Biondo does 4 really, really good events throughout the year. We had that whole entire week was streamed live from the time we started racing until the time we finished. So then, PDRA, every event at Flow Racing streams and broadcasts their events. So it's not something that's uncommon anymore compared to even not that long ago. Even 10 years ago, that was not very common in drag racing, but you're seeing a lot more of it.
Good deal. Yeah, Full Pull's invested a lot. We're bringing 3 announcers. We're going to have 2 on the trailer, 1 on the track side, trying to do that NFL type of a thing, or NHRA, where you can go down to the track and then go back to the commentators. And then we're going to have a roving camera at the starting line and cameras down the end and stationary cams and trackside cams, really trying to take it to the next level to really give it that true TV quality. I'm just going to say, lack of better terms, ESPN, because that's what we think of for sports. Josh.
College game day.
Yeah, college game day, baby. That's what we talked about this morning. I love it. Again, if you're just joining us, Josh Peak, General Manager of Glot Motorsports Park, Benson, North Carolina, the host of the Mule City 300 NTPA Grand National Poll next weekend, Friday, May 31st, June 1st. I can't believe, I swear, Josh, it just felt like yesterday we were just talking about Benson, and now it's like here, because we've been prepping for Benson all year. Like, Benson's our first one. We got to get this one. Got to get the trailers ready. And all of a sudden, you're like, wow, we had our meeting this morning. I can't believe that it's here already.
So I know the year, me and someone else were talking about this morning as well, that the year is almost half over already, or we're getting there. And, I started here end of January, like full time. And it's been wide open. And, the more you do, the faster time flies, no doubt.
But that's fun, and it makes it going. We're getting got some pulling fans in the comments. I'll put their comments on the screen. If you have a question for Josh, or if you have a question about the pool, we're going to talk drag racing. We're going to talk whatever you want tonight. I know Josh does his normal live on Wednesday nights, but I asked him to take some extra time tonight so we could really talk about the truck and tractor pull. I like coming to a venue like this, Josh, because what it does, it allows us to cross promote a little bit. Because obviously, I think truck and tractor pulling is the greatest motorsport in the world, and you probably think drag racing is. And it's fun to get those two to come together. And to see that, because at the end of the day, everybody loves horsepower, Josh, and they love fast. And you guys go a couple 100-mile an hour, and we go 35, 40-mile an hour pulling 60,000 pounds. So it's a different kind of a drag race, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So
yeah, and I think the excitement about being in a facility like Glot is, we have the ability to do various things, and I think you have to kind of keep your options open and be versatile in what you do and try to attract different customers, because you get the tractor pulling fans here and they fall in love with the facility and they might come back for a drag racing event. And That's what it's all about.
Exactly. David Banks says 28. That means what? 28-inch tire shootout, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. Olaf Teresa Richardson says we'll be there next Friday and Saturday night. Can't wait. Thank you very much. She's watching from Cora Peak, North Carolina. Cora Peak. That's your last name. It's got your last name in there, Cora Peak. So Wes Ellis says smiley face, arm flex. Way to go, Wes. Warren Wydarski says we're going too. Awesome. Nate Schreiber, he's looking forward to the small tire race. Exactly, Josh. Yeah. Where you go, Debbie? Debbie's coming in with some good comments there. Again, if you have any questions for Josh about the poll next weekend, again, so classes, we're gonna have 2 tracks, fans. We're gonna have super stock open tractors, which means a diesel tractor can jump in there, but most of those are gonna be alcohol or methanol fuel, just like the Galot tractor that you see on the poster right there. Big 30.5 tires on the back. These tractors are making over 5,000 horsepower. They're amazing to watch, probably closer to 6,000. Pro stock tractors, that's for you pulling fans, that's a womp class, 680 cubic inch of diesel awesomeness, 1 turbocharger, 24 5s on the back. These tractors are making about 5,000 horse. And again, this is the highest level of pulling there is, the NTPA Grand National. There's nothing bigger. There's nothing better. You're going to see the best of the best in Benson, North Carolina next Friday night and Saturday night. Light super stocks, again, similar to the Galot tractor we see on there. It's just they run, I think, 62 or 6,300 pounds instead of where the other tractors weigh 8,000. And then 4-wheel drive trucks, obviously 4-wheel drive trucks. We know what those are. Modified minis, that's kind of the small tire thing that I was thinking about, Josh. These tractors weigh 2,050 pounds with the driver, and then they make 3,000 horsepower. So that would be like, what's the wildest class in drag racing? Like, you never know if they're going to stay on the track. Like when modified minis come onto the track, Josh, as a pulling fan, you never know what's going to happen. What is that class in drag racing?
Well, I think it's kind of, the small tire, the really fast small tire cars, and even your pro mods, like your Pro Boost, Pro Nitrous cars. I mean, those guys are running the 8th mile in 3.5 seconds at 12 miles an hour, wow. and it's kind of, you never know what you're going to get. The car could be completely sideways in the middle of the track, or it could have the front tires up in the air. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of fun to watch, no matter what, really, as fast as everything has gotten in the drag racing industry.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm assuming there's open pits in Galot, but I don't know. This will be my first time there.
Yes.
So fans, come out early. What time? So the pool starts at 7 each night. What time do the gates open, Josh?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So come out at 5, fans. That'll give you 2 hours ahead of the show to go out and meet the drivers, talk to them, and take some pictures. A lot of the pullers, you say, hey, do you care if my kid sits in the seat? And I've never, unless somebody's really stressing about fixing something, they're going to take time to put your child in the seat of your awesome machine there. So super cool. That's a great question, Olaf. Thank you for watching that. Chatfield, Minnesota's checking in. That's the second guy to have fish in his profile photo. There was another guy, Josh, up here. The first guy. Let me find him. I gotta find out. You're more of an ocean guy. I'm trying to find that picture. One of the first comments, the guy said he had a fish in his hand, and I want you to tell me what it was. No, I can't. I can't find it. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Just want to make sure I got all the comments answered, different things like that. If we could fill every seat in your grandstands, how many people does that hold, Josh?
I'm not really sure. I think it maybe holds around 4,000 from what I've heard, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'd like to fill it up. How many years? I know you're new in January, but how many years have they been having the Truck and Tractor Bowl? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think since 2018, 2017, okay, 2018.
Obviously, Earl and John have the tractors, the Galot tractors, and then Holt has the mini rod now. So yep. It's great because a lot of people, and they always say, Josh, the hardest race or the hardest tractor pull to win is your hometown pull, but everybody sees you leaving town going all over the country. And this is as far east as the pullers get. I mean, for a lot of the guys, this is a 15, 16, 17-hour drive from the pullers coming from the Midwest, out to Benson. So it's a big hike for them. So I'm sure you'll see a lot of guys rolling in Thursday. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Dana, the boss, is coming in 6,200 pounds for the light super stocks. So I asked that question a little bit earlier. So thank you, Dana, for coming in. I got to talk to Dana and John down at Ocala, Florida. I think it was Ocala this summer. This past winter, they came down with Holt's new mini rod to test it out, Josh. So, are you going to put any vehicles out on display like during the drag races, maybe for the small tire? Put some stuff out so the fans can see what's coming. Maybe John or Holt can bring something out to the track.
Yeah, for sure.
Or is everything still out in Ohio?
Yeah. Mr. Wells just texted me and said that 10 years, 2014. For
2014? Okay, cool. Good. I'm not trying to put you on the spot or get you fired or anything, Josh.
It's okay.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Josh is a hero. Sam King says Josh is a hero. Do you know Sam King?
Yeah. Yeah. He's one of the guys here.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Should I tell him all to get back to work or something like that for you, Josh? Or
Yeah. You tell him to get back to work.
Yes, get back to work. Quit screwing around watching these podcasts. It's all good. 6,200 fans fit. I'm not sure what she means by that.
Maybe that's how many of the grandstands. Maybe that's what
the stands fit 6,200. Oh, okay. I thought she was talking about the weight of the light super class because we just had him at our Pullers Championship last weekend, and I think we ran him at 6,350. So that's why we got to keep up. I got to keep up with my own questions, Josh. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Josh Byes checking in from Kasson, Minnesota. Debbie Pierce says Josh is our hero. Debbie must work for you too.
She does.
Yeah, this is good. This is good sucking up. I like this. So are you up in the box right now?
I'm in our control tower on the drag racing side.
Can you take your phone and turn it around and kind of show everybody what your view looks like?
That's it's kind of hard to tell what I'm showing here, but
you're kind of about half track right now. That's cool. So where's the pulling track and from where you are right now?
It's down there on the other end.
Okay.
See that other set of grandstands down there?
Nice. So that's a heck of a facility. There was nothing out there, right? Did they build the whole thing?
Well, before Galot Motorsports Park, it was Dunbenson Dragway. I'm not really sure when Dunbenson Dragway opened up, but it was around for quite some time. I'd actually been here for some races in the past when I worked with the sanctioning body. But Mr. Wells came in and purchased the facility from Roger Williams. I think they operated the facility for about a year as it was for the Dunbenson area, Dunbenson Dragway area, and then they closed and spent a couple of years basically completely revamping the facility. There's absolutely nothing here that was here before. So I've been around drag racing my entire life, and definitely the premier facility all over the country,
Yeah. Jeremy Tyndall, he's from North Carolina. He says it's the nicest facility in the area.
For sure.
And I'm not making fun of any other pulling facility we go to, because we go to Toma, Bowling Green, Rockwell, Iowa, some of the, Chapel Hill, Tennessee, but they're all mostly fairgrounds. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with the fairground, but I've been told Benson is the bomb. Like, just from all the pavement, all the pullers get to park on pavement, and just the beautiful facility and the seats and stuff like that. So we're really hoping that all you fans will get off your butts and bring your butts to Benson and sit in the grandstands there next Friday night or Saturday night or both nights. Now, I'm not very familiar with your area. What's Benson close to for bigger towns that I might recognize as a Midwesterner, Josh?
Raleigh. You've probably heard of Raleigh.
I have. Yep. I went to the NC State Fair tractor pull in October.
That's about 40 minutes away from where we.
Cool. John says 1957 is when it first opened as a broad slab drag strip. I have no idea what that means, Josh, but that's what Strickland says, so it's all good. So Nate Schreibner says, glad it's my home track. Cool.
Thank you, Nate.
Anthony Green's checking in from Kenley, North Carolina. Jenna Ivy Snyder says, love Galot Motorsports Park. And Jeremy says, I was at the first poll there, and it has proved a lot. Good stuff.
Nice.
Good stuff. Again, getting excited to see you all. And we had our logistics meeting this morning, Josh, talking about us coming out with Full Pull Live and everything like that. But that's like the one thing I really want the promoters, when you host a grand national event like this, you have to let your fans know. And I know you're doing it, but I just really wanted to stress it on the podcast here tonight. Maybe we have some racers coming. This is the highest level of pulling. There isn't anything bigger than this in the truck and tractor pulling world. And it's awesome. I mean, these are machines that cost $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 that will be competing out there on the track for you fans. And what do you guys charge to get in? $25 for adults, weekend pass $40. I mean,
Yes,
we're looking at a nice 3 to 4 hour show each night. You're paying $6 an hour to watch some of the best truck and tractor pulling in the world, and you got all the concessions and everything as well, Josh, at a facility like that. Nice seats, sitting up high, looking down, nothing in your view. I mean, Josh, this is good stuff. I can't wait to get out there. So
absolutely. I tell you, one of the things I'm most excited about is I looked at the long range forecast, and the weather for next weekend looks phenomenal. As most of our people viewing on the Glot side know that we have struggled big time this year getting anything accomplished on the weekends. But it's really exciting to see a very nice forecast, low 80s, sunny for Friday and Saturday. So if you love the tractor pulling, there's no reason why you shouldn't be here.
Yep. I don't know what Jeremy means, but he says he hopes the ice fan will be there. Do you know what that means, Josh?
I don't. We will have ice, if that's what he means.
Yep. We'll have to see what Jeremy's up to there in a second. He'll type back in there. Jeremy works with the NTPA on the state level, and I'm sure he'll be there helping as well. So that's how ice cream. He wants ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of concessions? And that is honestly one of the questions that people ask a lot, Josh. What kind of concessions will you have at the event?
We're going to do various things. We're going to have, I think, the ice cream that he's referring to, Mr. Bill, he will be here. We've got several different food trucks. We're going to have their taco Mexican truck. We're going to do hamburgers, hot dogs, and there's going to be Frank seafood and wings, and that's the ones I can think of right off the top of my head. So we'll have a very nice variety for everyone. Various locations for someone to be able to get cold beverage of their choice as well.
Yep. Kevin Hill's a mini rod competitor. He said the seafood truck was awesome. So there you go.
I've heard a lot of great things.
And we'll wrap this up here in a few minutes, but it's great to have Josh Peak, General Manager of Glot Motorsports Park, with us, host of the Glot Motorsports Park Mule City 300 next Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. start time. Adults $25 to get in. Weekend pass $40. Classes again: Super Stock Opens, Pro Stocks, Light Supers, 4-wheel drive trucks, modified minis, and light modifieds. It's going to be a great show. A lot of got some smoke. We got some noise. We got some trucks. It's going to be a really, really good time there. Pulling fans, what classes are you most excited to see in person? Let us know in the comments, please, and we can talk about those and go from there. So,
what's your favorite?
I own a diesel super stock tractor now. So out of those classes that are there, I love minis just because they're so fun to watch. You never know what they're going to do. And I love pro stocks, the womp womps, but I love all those classes. But if I had to pick a couple, it's going to be the minis and the pro stocks, just because of they're pretty awesome. But the light super stocks are pretty awesome as well. That's kind of the next class. We talked about horsepower to weight ratio a lot, Josh. And I said the minis weigh about 2,000 pounds, making 3,000 horsepower. The light supers it's almost a 1-to-1, and so they're monsters to drive, and that's what John drives, and they're a hoot. You got to be on your toes, Josh, to drive one of those, because they can be gone just like that, if you know what I'm saying. So,
right.
Yep. Red Springs is checking in. I don't know. Does that town recognize? Do you recognize that town at all?
I don't.
Okay. Bobby Penny says going to cheer for the mini rods. Got a picture of a mini rod in his profile photo there. Dana Strickland, mini rod. Holt Strickland, just ask. She's cheering for her son. Everybody,
of course.
Cheering for her son. Minis are fun and unpredictable. Yes, they are, Jeremy.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments pop up of people big fans of the mini rods.
Yep. No, they're a hoot. And they are the small tire class, if you will. They're just all tire and chassis.
Yeah, someone had one on display at PRI. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, that would have been Kester's, I think. Or no, Jeff Hurt had his in the
main building.
Yeah, at the SCS Gearbox building, I think they had it in.
Yeah,
in
it was the convention center, the big part of the convention center, not Lucas Oil Stadium. It was over there somewhere. I remember seeing it, I think.
Yep. Yeah, Jeff Hurt had his on display at SCS Gearbox, and then Theobald's, I think Theobald's was on display at the Bowling Green booth, Josh, if I remember correctly. So Joe's excited to see the 4-wheel drive trucks. Very, very popular class. Southern North Carolina, close to Lumberton, Red Springs. Jeremy's coming in like I should bring him on the live here now. He's answering all the questions. So
yeah.
And Jeremy says it was Jeff Hurt. Yeah. So let us know what classes you're looking forward to watching. Let us know if you're coming both nights or you can only make one of the nights. Again, Super Stock Opens, Pros, Light Supers, 4-wheel drive trucks, Modified Minis, Light Modifieds. It's going to be a lot of horsepower next Friday night and Saturday night. I'm excited again just because of the crossover. And I think we'll get some drag racing fans to come over and do that and then go from there. And then, like you said before, you can come to both sides. Wow, this facility is awesome. How many races do you guys race all year long, or do you kind of have a season? How does that work, Josh, at the track?
We try to start around, April and finish up around the end of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I think traditionally what's been done. As much as you can. If you see a pretty day or a pretty weekend in the forecast, even, if it gets to be late November, early December, the weather around here, I'm originally from Columbia, South Carolina. So there's been several years in mid-December or even Christmas, we were wearing shorts and flip-flops at Christmas time. So,
yeah,
need to be open as much as possible. And if we have the ability to do so, we will.
Bobby Penny says, camping out both nights, excited and ready. Cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Good deal.
Yeah, we encourage, we have the 2-day pass, try to encourage people to come both nights for sure at a discounted price. So that way, for sure you don't miss anything.
Yep. Can media take pictures? Matt, there is a form that has to be filled out for media that I think is going to get launched next week by Full Pull on that. So I will let you know about that. What else, Josh? Did we do all the who, what, when, where, whys, Josh? Did we touch everything? Any sponsors besides Mr. Wells that we want to mention here tonight?
I'm not really up to snuff too much on. I know we have a very full program that's going to be available for the tractor pull, that they've done a really good job with going out and getting the local sponsors to come in and be on board for this event. So, there's a lot of support within the local area for sure.
Okay, Sam King, I'll be there both nights. Awesome, Sam. That's cool. And we need everybody watching this tonight to tell your friends and family about it, because no matter how many radio ads you run, how many banners you put up, everything, you know what it's like, Josh.
Word of mouth.
Still run into that person on Sunday and they'll go, hey, what was going on at the track this past weekend? And you're like, what? And it just drives you crazy. Yeah. And so that's what I love about social media. The more people that can share this around or talk about it at work or with their friends or their family, people at church, hey, let's go to the tractor pull next weekend. This is Memorial Day coming up. You guys are going to be hanging out with a lot of your friends and say, hey, let's go to the truck and tractor pull next week. And I can't stress enough, this is the highest level of pulling. This is 5, 6, 7,000 horsepower vehicles tearing it up, competing. And these tractors and trucks run for points, fans. And this is the first one. If they want that points championship, they have to be in Benson. It starts in Benson and next weekend. And it's important for everybody to do all of that. I know you're excited, Josh, too, because this is something you really haven't seen a truck and tractor pull before. You had said earlier today.
Never been to one. I mean, I've seen it on TV and YouTube, but I've never been to an event personally.
Yep. Cody Singletary is a sponsor of the mini rod class. He has Carolina Night Train 1 and Carolina Night Train 2. Him and his girlfriend, I think it's Parrish McLam, I think is her name. They're super nice. They're from the Lumberton area, somewhere down in there. I don't know if they're exactly from Lumberton, but I know they're in that local area. But I know this is like their favorite pull of the year, because this is the one time the Grand National comes to North Carolina, Josh. So this is kind of like their hometown pull. So it's pretty excited for that. So
absolutely.
Greg
it's always good to have the local support.
Yep. Greg Parker said, finally made it. Not sure what that means, if he just got on the live or what's going on there.
But the good thing is, if they missed the live tonight, they can always go back and watch after it's over with and share it, get all the info that they might have missed.
Yep. Ricky Riley says, looking forward to coming and being a vendor. Ricky, what are you selling there, buddy? Let us know. Let us know. Let's see. I just want to make sure I got all the questions for you, Josh. Thanks for doing this tonight. I appreciate you coming on. We're excited to be there. Get all set up. Yes, Parrish is his girlfriend, and they are from Tar Heel, North Carolina. I didn't know that was an actual town. I just thought it was North Carolina Tar Heels. So. But no, Cody's a big fan, big supporter of the mini rods. Obviously, being a competitor in the class. But it makes it fun. So I'm excited to check out your beautiful facility. I've heard a lot of great things about it. You know, we had Google Earth out today. We got to update your Google Earth image, I think. Don't you think, Josh, after looking at that today?
Man, I tell you, I saw that thing today and I was like, what in the world? It don't even look like the same place. Like,
I swear that picture was from 2014.
Oh, it has to be, because there was all the pretty green grasses down there right now wasn't even on the map. So we need to call whoever to get them to come back by and do another shoot for us.
Yep. Now you would think that I've seen the little Google car driving around before, Josh, so mapping things out, but I don't know, maybe we got to get a new satellite up or something like that. So
it'd be nice.
It would be. So again, next Saturday, May 31st, June 1, 2 tracks, super stock opens, pro stock tractors, light super stocks, 4-wheel drive trucks, modified minis, light modifieds, $25 to get in, weekend passes 40, gates open at 5, 4129 Highway 242 South, Benson, North Carolina. I'm assuming it's super easy to get to, right, Josh? You can't miss this place.
Yeah, as far as most facilities that I've ever been to before and racing in general, this one has to be one of the easiest ones. We're not but a couple miles from I-95 and just another mile or two from 40. So it's as far as access, it doesn't really get any easier.
Good deal. Good deal.
Lots of good places. There's lots of hotels around. The area is growing extensively. They're building a brand new hotel right beside the newest hotel over in Benson. And that place is on fire over there as far as new infrastructure around the area.
Great. Well, let's fill those grandstands, all 6,200 seats, fans, next Friday and Saturday, and make everybody happy. Josh, maybe get a bonus. Maybe like we can all buy Josh a free ice cream cone or something like that.
There we go.
So, and then tell everybody what GLOT means. That's the one question I get all the time.
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this. I love it. I absolutely love it. I asked about 5 or 6 years ago because I never understood it all. So it's all good.
Right.
It is all good. Well, I don't have much else unless you have anything else, bud.
I'm really excited about it. Everyone, please like, share, follow all these pages and spread the word for us. Get this out there. So, it's going to be a pretty weekend and looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, Josh, I know you're busy and you took some time to do out. I'm just going to wrap it up with a couple of videos here at the end and then I'll sign off so you can get back to work. And thanks for watching. We hope to see you May 31st, June 1 in Benson, North Carolina. And if you can't be there, you can join us on fullpull.live. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, Josh.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we'd like to welcome you here to the 9th annual Mule City 300 Tractor and Truck Pull. Oh, fans, this is going to be close here. Ryan Anderson and the Checking Out International 1256.
you ready for the greatest motorsport on Earth? Introducing Full Pull Live, your front row seat to all the action. With exclusive trackside commentary, line driver interviews, and heart-pounding footage of all the raw horsepower action. An all-new stream like no other, available anywhere and everywhere you are. We are so confident we're giving you a taste of the action for free. This May 31st, watch the first session of the Galat Mule City 300 in Benson, North Carolina without paying a penny. Then, sign up for the $39.99 a month and buckle in for one heck of a season. Full Pull Live, the greatest motorsport on Earth, streams here.